it's crazy that it's only taken 3 months. Today's April 20th. It was 3 months ago today that he was inaugurated. Um, it's about 11 a.m. West Coast time on Sunday. And, it, I frequently on this app acknowledge that I basically have every privilege that this country affords except for generational wealth. And, you know, I'm not used to feeling fear in this country. I'm not used to feeling unsafe in this country. Uh, that's going to be a big adjustment for me. And, but here we are. I mean, it took 3 months. And nobody in this country is safe, whether it be from actual physical harm or abduction or being sent somewhere. But it is very clearly the intent of Republicans in the House to eradicate Medicaid and defund it, zero it out, taking health care from tens of millions of the poorest Americans. And the closing of the Department of Education and all the programs that they provide for people's kids who, need IEPs and things like that. Sorry, my allergies are killing me today. Um, and, you know, I mean, Trump and his DOJ are terminating consent decrees with police departments around the country that have histories of excessive force. And a lot of communities are going to pay a really heavy price for that. And it's just across the board, man. And let alone their continued just outright demonization of trans people and trans kids in this country. It's just, and the demonization of the LGBTQ community, and just the overt racism of almost everything that this administration does. I mean, I read a thing this morning that Trump ordered the State Department to close all embassies, all U.S. embassies on the continent of Africa. Every embassy on the entire continent. And yes, I'm aware that many Trump supporters believe that Africa is a country. He's not doing that to any other continent. And, you know, and he terminated U.S. AID, which, that's going to kill a couple of million people a year. But who cares? They live someplace else and they don't look like us. The cruelty went beyond anything that I had imagined at the beginning, and it has happened at a pace that I had unanticipated. Yeah, you know, I mean, I've tried very hard over the course of my life, and I was raised to be uh, someone who understands and feels empathy for other people. And, you know, I'm just not used to me feeling unsafe in the United States. And I'm not used to me feeling fear in the United States. So that's going to be an adjustment. Obviously, I recognize that there are populations in this country that have been existing with those things for hundreds of years. And I've tried very hard over the course of my life to be empathetic and understand that as much as I can. But as much as I've tried to understand a lot of that stuff, I always knew that a lot of those threats would never apply to me. And that has changed. So it's giving me a whole different perspective on all kinds of things. And, my brain is overactive as it is. But anyway, it's Easter Sunday in the United States in Donald Trump's second term. I mean, the modern day Trump supporter back in the day would have been screaming for Jesus to be crucified because he was brown and he was an immigrant and he was a refugee and he was poor. Just, and those same people are celebrating Easter today. It's just like, what? Huh? What? Anyway, happy Easter. Enjoy your ham.